back to Wildwood Cottage and welcome back to Wales. Hope you're all doing well today and enjoying the sunshine. Well, if you're in the UK anyway. I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world. But it's a bit windy today, so I have to excuse the wind noise. I just thought I'd show you how pretty it's all looking in the sun. I'm just out for my walk. I've got my running shoes on, just in case I want to run. But I think today I'm just going to walk because my legs are a bit stiff from yesterday. Not sure if I did too much. But thankfully the cows aren't about. They're probably up the hill there somewhere. And there's plenty of blackberries around here. There wasn't any where I was looking yesterday. There's plenty in this patch too. And there's some elderberries over there. Ooh, elderberry cordial for the winter. So I think I'm going to come out with my bucket later and come and help myself. So that'll be good. Right, well, I'm on my way down this way. And if you see anything interesting, I'll pop the camera back on. Other than that, I'll see you when I get back home. Enjoy the sun. So it's 11:30 in the morning and I've just got back from my run and the thermometer is saying 28 degrees at 11:30. That to me is hot. There you go, can you see that? Bit fuzzy, sorry. 28 degrees. That's hot. And we've not even started the heat of the sun yet, it hasn't fully come round. Good day to get the washing dry because it's windy. Right, time to get on with something now. Get on with the day. Right, so I've made it back and it's far too hot. The thermometer's now saying half an hour since the last reading, 31 degrees. So yeah, it's far too hot. It's not even the highest part of the day yet. The heat of the sun hasn't come yet. We've got another hour or so for that. So who knows what that's going to be. But I'm not sure if today is going to be the hottest day of the week. So I'm just going to stay in the shade and try and keep cool. I'm going to record a knitting podcast today. And I'll be popping that up on my Faithful You knitting channel. So if you're interested in knitting, spinning, weaving or any of the other crafty shenanigans I get up to, then do join me over there. I do try to post once a week, but lately through the summer with doing the polytunnel and everything that's been going on around here, I just haven't had the time. I do try to post once a week, but with everything that's been going on around here, with building the polytunnel and the garden and everything else, I just haven't had the time. So yeah, and I haven't been doing much. Right, so this is my current food storage area here, and this is all the jars I did yesterday, from the top there all the way down. So they're all sorted out now. I do have one more box that needs to come in, but they're all nice and happy on the shelf now. But this is my food storage area that I've got at the moment. I've got another box of jars just down there. But then I've got all my surplus tin stuff. I've got some jam on that shelf there. And then I've got some more tins here, some excess milk, gas bottles in case we need to use the stove, vinegar and things like that. So yeah, this is going to be my food storage here. And I've got an old MDF shelf that my husband built me to put all my eBay stuff on, because I sell on eBay. And yeah, I'm going to extend this along here, and then it's going to be along here as well, roughly to the end of that piece of wood there. And that's going to be a lot of extra storage space. And what I'm going to do then is, all these jars, I'm hoping to put preserves in, like curry sauce and bolognese and all that sort of stuff. Make some jams, make some pie fillings, make some crumble mixes, all that sort of thing. And then all these jars then will then be able to store on their nice new shelves along here, and I'll be able to see what I've got. So that's going to be a lot better. And then all this here is then going to have some proper storage in here. So that's my plans so far. It seems to work just being here. I can come out of the house and come into the garage, I don't get wet, and store all my stuff. So I'll do that in a vlog as I go along. I'm going to build this. I don't think I'll do it today, it's far too hot. But I'm going to cut the wood in half, build 2 shelf units out of 1 shelf unit, and then that's going to go all the way along here, and then that'll be an L-shaped food storage for me. It's nice and cool in here. We have our freezer in here as well. And yeah, this is where I did the freezer last time. It was over there, and now I've moved it over here. Gets a lot more air into it, stopped leaking, so that's good. So yeah, barbecue tonight. So I've just come out to get the rolls. So I had a disaster in the polytunnel. My polytunnel got blight, and it nearly finished off all my tomato plants, but this side seems to not be so bad. I managed to get all the leaves off, and there are tomatoes coming through down there. But on this side, as you can see, all the leaves have gone brown. And it's not really affecting the cucumbers, but it is affecting the tomatoes. So all these are the tomatoes I've taken off so far. I do need a drink, but I'm hopeful because there's lots of new flowers up here and here and here. So I'm hopeful that taking all the diseased leaves off is going to give it a second wind. There is some new growth coming through here, and these tomatoes don't seem to be affected by the blight. So I'm hopeful that by picking all these leaves off, which I'll finish tonight when it's not so hot in here, that I'll save a crop of tomatoes. Maybe not the crop I would have had, but a crop. I think it's just rookie mistakes and learning as I go. But yeah, the ones that I did take the leaves off early, these over here, these seem largely okay. So we'll just have to see. I've been watching these rose hips for a few days now, and there's absolutely loads of them. They're all starting to turn red, and I'm thinking of making cough syrup with them. I don't think there's any particular wildlife that eats them, so I think I'm safe in helping myself. But I'm going to come and pick them in stages, and then I can make sure that they're ripe and ready for use. I can put them in the freezer till I'm ready to use them, and then once I've got enough, I can use the really red ones and make some cough syrup. So yay for free rose hips. I'm faffing about with my dye pans, and I've done a video for my other channel with them, and I've been using conch off a beech tree. Now this was the original colour that I did in the pan, and I did these two. So we did all 5 in the one pan, and then I took 2 out, and this one I cooked up in a water out of a copper pan, in a copper pan. I heated it up for about 20 minutes, half an hour, turned off the heat, and then I left it overnight and went back to it the next day and gave it a wash. And then this one I did with some iron water out of an old rusty LaCroix kettle that I tried to refurbish last year on my Vlogtember videos, and unfortunately it was just far too gone to be able to do anything with it. So now it's gone into my dye kitchen, and I can use it for making iron water and modifying the colours on my dyes. So these are the 2 colours that I got when I modified them. There's the original. So they're the 3 colours that I got. This one's the iron water, this one's the copper, this one's the original, and they're going to be going into my natural dyed weaving kits in my coffee shop within the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to get them organised. So there you go, there's the colours. Very pleased with how they turned out. I think my favourite is this one that was done in the iron water. I really love the deep rich colour that's come out in that, and I'll definitely do it again. So yeah, I'm going to go and get on with picking the flowers to dye some more wool, because I've got the bit between my teeth now, and it's a lovely dry day, so it means that the flowers are going to be perfect for picking. There's not going to be too much moisture in them, so I'll get a really good colour out of them. So I'm going to go and pick some dyer's chamomile and some heather and put them in the dye pot and see what colour I can come up with those. So I'm going to go and get my basket and go and get on with that. So see you in a bit. So I've just come up, I've just been dyeing some wool this afternoon, and I picked some plants out the garden. This one is dyer's chamomile. I've been wanting to try this for ages, and look at that beautiful yellow, isn't it gorgeous? When you put a few heads in the pot, there wasn't many, but look at that gorgeous yellow. So we'll leave that to soak overnight, and I'll have a look at it again tomorrow. The water's still warm, but isn't that lovely? So that's the dyer's chamomile. Leave the lid on that. It's just in an ordinary pan. Then this one is goldenrod, and it's bright yellow. So this one's soaking as well, and I've done it in with the flowers. And this is the yellow that's coming out on that one just after. It's only been in, how long's it been in? 2 hours, 3 hours. But the yellow's not as strong as the other one, but I think it's going to be lovely. So what I might do tomorrow, I might put some citric acid in with it. Right, so I think that's it for me for today. I'm in the shed, as you've just seen, checking up on my wool, and I'm going to get myself off in. It's very warm in here. I've had to shut the door because my husband's upstairs, and I don't want to disturb him. But I'm going to go back in the garden. I've got half an hour left before it goes dark, so I'm going to go back in the garden and go and put some plants in that desperately need to go in. They've been there since July, and it's been far too wet, and now it's far too hot. But I just think, no, I'm just going to have to chuck them in and just hope for the best. But I'm sorry it's not been a very full vlog for you today, but they may have been a bit boring, but I haven't been able to do much because of the weather. So it's just been pottering and meandering around. But yeah, I'm going to go in a minute. I'm going to do some gardening, go in, edit this video and get on with some knitting, and then go to bed and see you again tomorrow. So see you soon, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now, bye bye.